The views and opinions expressed in the Triple C Movement podcast are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Hey, Triple C Movement here to let you know. Talking community, culture, and capital. Black entrepreneurs, black business. Ain't to advance the culture, so don't miss it. Yeah, giving you just what you need. Hosted by TC, KC, and Reem, and Erica. Elevate, level up, true indeed. Where culture, community, and capital meet. Let's go. Hey, yeah, Triple C Movement. Woo.
You are now listening to the Triple C Movement.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings. Welcome to the Triple C Movement, where we focus on the three C's by offering our opinions on how to advance Black culture, discussing topics that are important to the Black community, and promoting entrepreneurs and businesses to help increase Black capital. It's your boy T, in the place to be. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.
Peace with your boy KC. Love and light. Keep shining bright.
Yes, Reem here. Love and respect. Love y'all.
Peace, y'all. This is E. You know what it is.
And on behalf of the crew, I would like to thank our listeners for joining us and ask that you share, like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow us on Instagram at the Triple C Movement. Today's topic is friends. Friends. Now, we're gonna get into this topic. It's gonna be a broad topic, but we're gonna try to narrow it in as much as possible so that we don't drag on too long. So we're gonna have Reem set it off. Reem, go ahead.
Yes, I got questions on fellas. I would like you guys to tell me how you feel about being in a relationship with any sex and having friends outside your relationship. Meaning, like if I'm married or I have a girlfriend, if I have how would she feel about having female friends? Something like that. So I'm gonna go with T. What you think, bro? How you feel about if your wife or your girlfriend or whoever and they have friends?
I think that as long as it's respectful and like how did they meet too? That's important to me. Like, is this somebody they knew from like she knew from college, high school, or something like that, and they've been friends for years? And I can't say nothing, but like somebody you just met in like the club or something like that, and all of a sudden, they're communicating and things like that. I wouldn't be down with that. I think history matters more than anything else when it comes to the opposite.
So if you if you met a girl and then y'all was rocking, talking for a while, and then she be like, "Oh, I forgot to show you my best friend," and best friend come out, he looking like Denzel Washington, looking fly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He doing his thing or whatnot, and you realize they're friends. You be like, "Yeah, my friend coming to pick me up. We getting ready to go. We going to
Yeah,
the
yeah. If he was there before I came along, then I can't say nothing to that. I can't talk. I can't speak to that. I mean,
okay,
yeah, I can't. I wouldn't have a problem with it unless it became something where I felt like it was more than a friendship. I
right,
felt like I was being lied to, which, you know, it happens, right?
right,
But
right,
if I see that it's respectful and they're legitimately just friends, then
right.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. No.
I got you. What about you, T? Casey.
I've had a rocky relationship with opposite friends in terms of my relationship. One instance I had a best friend maybe I don't know, maybe like 15 years plus, and she had got a new boyfriend, and the boyfriend was like, "Oh, I don't like you hanging out with KC. You got to dead that." And I was like hurt because that was my, that was my people. It was strictly platonic, nothing like that. And maybe 2 years later, they broke up. She came back crying to me. I'm so sorry. I apologize. He was no good. I shouldn't have listened to him. Yada yada yada. So, um, it's been a kind of slippery slope for me. I think that I trust my partner. If you say that's your friend, we got a thing going on. I trust you. You know what I mean? I know you ain't gonna. I'm hoping that we at that level where you ain't gonna do stuff in my face and disrespect the relationship.
Yeah.
I'm just a trusting individual, but yeah. So I'm open to having friends, but I just know it's been difficult for my partners in the past, so I just kind of tread lightly on it.
What about you, E?
My females? No. I will say a lot of my ex-boyfriends have had problems with platonic male friends. And, like T was saying, the history matters, but excuse me, I think a lot of times people don't care about the history. Their insecurities pop out. And so, even when you explain time and time again, because they're like, you act different with that friend. Why are you acting different? I'm like, because that friend knows me for years. So it can be problematic. Um, I tend to tell my partner to get over it because I'm not dropping my friend. Because a partner can leave. My friends, if I call you a friend,
Yeah.
then you a family member. You know what I mean? So other people can rotate out. Their friend, especially a platonic friend,
Do
they
you
gotta
think,
stay.
do you think the friend would kind of understand or kind of like respect the relationship, or should he just carry on as it been before? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Um, I actually just had this conversation with KC. It's so funny. So it's yeah, they my platonic male friends get it, right? They're like, okay, let me ease up. Or I think in the beginning they're like, why haven't you called? And I'm like, because I'm out with my man trying to get some hundreds. So, um, but so I think there is some give and take. It's just a matter of communication, though. But they do respect the relationship. My platonic friends respect the relationship, and as does my partner. Especially if they've expressed concern, and if I'm able to tell, if I try to placate and they're not okay, then I do have to tell my friend and be like, all right, I'm gonna have to take a hiatus for a second, but I'll be back. What about you, Ren?
yeah, fuck that. You can't have no fucking friend.
No new friend?
Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck are you? You be a friend? What do you mean? Fuck out of here. You ain't friend my ass. First thing I'm gonna say, y'all fuck. And, then you never know
Do
the
you
truth
want
of
the
matter.
answer though? Do y'all really
Exactly.
want
You
the
would never
answer?
know the answer to that, right? And then
Exactly.
so at the end of the day, you like, okay, how's this working? You know what I mean? Nah. Let me keep it real. I think in a relationship, if you're in a really relationship with your partner, right? And the opposite sex is a friend, both ways, I think it would have to limit down a little bit. It would have to dumb down a little bit for me because I would want the same respect as far as like communication and all that. I don't know how my partner would feel. If I know her temperature is like, yo, I ain't feeling that, then I would have to kind of dumb it down. I respect that because I am in a relationship with her. We got to the point where we consider ourselves together, right? I would have to respect that. Now, do I totally be like, we ain't friends? No, let's say I'm not friends with her no more. No, but if she was like, Kareem, I'm getting married, going to a wedding, blah blah blah, I will come to those kind of things. But there's certain things I know. I think the women I have or had before in from my experience, that I have to dumb it down because she not seeing it that way. She looking at it like, yo, y'all way too close. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I figured like, okay, well then how would I feel? How would I feel if I had another female friend? I had a couple of female friends and I was like, yo, she ain't feeling that. And I feel like, well, then how would I feel if it was opposite? And I already know you first of all, it ain't gonna be like we're in a relationship and then you just met this dude and y'all friends. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like,
Yeah, nah.
you know what I mean? So it had to be somebody that you knew before me, right? And if you respectful, and I think if he respectful, he would understand that, yo, so and so the case, so and so the case. I don't care if he's gay or not. Like, it's just period. Like, yo, hold up. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just think that it has to be a respect. It has to be respect through there. I can't be feeling like insecure about that situation because then it's not going to be a healthy relationship.
Does it matter what the other friend looks like?
No, no. Some guys, from my understanding, some guys don't care if it is. They don't care about how they look. They only watching their waist. They don't care about how they look. You know what I mean? So
Well, hey, see where you at, man?
You not see me?
nah,
No,
Nah,
man. I
that
man, I
need
big
to
see
see
old
the
the
picture.
picture.
forehead.
Come on, man.
Again. You know what I'm saying?
You the only
You
one. You
leaning
the only
back.
one
You know
always
what I'm saying?
hiding. Yo,
Sit up.
I'm right here. I'm
You
right
yo,
all
here.
now
lazy
you
in the
right
Now
there.
chair.
you see
Now,
me. Now you see.
now
Yeah,
I see you,
The,
yo.
yeah.
the
You seen the picture before? Yeah.
Oh,
all right, I can't. The phone ain't gonna stay up. Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm listening, man.
okay. I know. I hear you listening, but I don't see you. That's the problem.
You don't need to see me. You know what I look like.
That's facts too. You know what he look
Wow.
like. So y'all, so overall, so you don't have a problem with you guys don't have a problem with your male, your friend, your partner having opposite sex friends.
As long as they're platonic.
As long as it's respectful.
Yeah, I don't have. Once I trust you, I trust you, man.
Yeah, as long as it's respectful.
Mhm. You let me know
I
what it
mean,
is.
you got to the. I guess at this point you got the relationship where you have trust is a major thing,
Yeah,
right? So if you got to the point where okay, I trust you, you got to let it be. All right.
yeah, yeah.
But I will say this. I will add this little caveat, right? I think sometimes when there's an argument between me and my partner, I don't want you to go run your gums to your
Mm,
friend because now you're bringing other people into our shit, right?
right.
So have a conversation with me first. And if you don't feel like there's any resolution, you can go seek out your friend and they can tell you that you're wrong. And then you'll come back to me. You know what I'm saying? but
Now,
But that
and
So
I
goes
mean,
wait,
for
you know
that
what I'm
goes
wait,
saying?
for
wait,
that
wait.
goes for that goes for same sex or opposite sex, right? Like
I
I
was just
mean,
getting
That's
ready to
very
say
true.
that.
Very
it
true.
does it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Our relationship is between you and I. It's not for you to go out there and tell your girlfriend or your boyfriend what's going
Nope.
on with us anyway. So
So
Right.
what's wrong with venting to somebody about an issue in the relationship? Is there something wrong with that? With
the
a
issue
good
is when
friend?
the issue is when you vent and you don't bring it up with your partner. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
the
if
issue.
you're
Yeah.
venting with this person and talking shit about your partner to this person, and you ain't saying shit to your partner, that's a problem, bro.
Yeah, the fuck.
That's a
And your
problem.
partner thinks everything rosy and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's
That's a
the
problem.
stuff.
Now, it's one thing to vent and get your, like, if you're angry and frustrated and you know you're going to say some shit out your mouth that's going to put you in trouble,
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, vent.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Exactly. That's what
But
I'm
you
calling.
still need to communicate it with your partner.
exactly. Communication is the key. I think E said it
Communication is
best.
key.
Yeah.
Communication is a big key. Okay, yeah, that's true. See, I'm living and learning too, because before, I just never thought it was possible. I just think, that's very hard. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it probably from the gutter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just something I would be like, yo, who? And all
Well,
right, y'all friends.
have you ever had female friends that you didn't sleep with, or that you didn't weren't attracted to, or didn't want, or it was just strictly platonic? Have you ever had that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a couple of friends that I got a couple of friends now that we never slept together. Not, I'm quite sure people think we have. In the past, most of my female friends, I more than likely had sex with them. I'm
Okay.
they be we just we more than likely friends now. And then
Mm,
it'd be weird for me. It'd be weird. It kind of weird for me knowing they got a man and like, okay, yeah, let me, you know what I mean? Because I I don't want that disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like
mm.
ease off out of it.
You fall back. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
And
it'd be,
I think most men would too. Like, I mean, if I had a female friend and she had a man, I wouldn't be calling her and trying to hang out with her and do things with her, knowing that she had a man. You know what I'm saying? But if she's single, then it's all good. But if she had a
but
man, then
it's always been that situation. Like, well, if you need somebody to talk to, come holler at me. I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
hmm.
And that's not good either. It's that's not,
You get a that shoulder to cry on.
yeah, yeah, ain't good either. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, baby, don't worry about it. He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You
But
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
would you do that? Would you do that for a male friend? Like, would you be like, yo, if you need me, I'm here. You
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
talk
for
to
sure,
somebody,
for
whatever.
sure,
Yeah, so it
for
goes
sure,
both ways. It's the same thing.
sure.
I mean, if you're gonna do it for a male
Nah,
friend, you should do it for a
the
female friend
opposite
too.
sex, the opposite sex to me is different.
Mm.
To me, it's different. To me, it's
Hmm.
different.
Do you feel like it's a temptation?
The big time. That is a big time temptation. Big time. Big time. That's it. You know what I mean? Big time temptation because if your female friend, if y'all have problems in the relationship, and next you know she can call the dude and he over there, and after anything, I'm just giving you a scenario. Just say after you going out having drinks with your girlfriends or whatever, and you get this phone call 11, 12 o'clock at night, it's a whole different situation.
But now, is it really a friend? If okay, so
Mm.
when we say friend, right? This is somebody that you're not. There's no chance that anything is gonna happen with y'all. If she's a, if if you call her a
Yeah,
friend,
I
there's
don't
not
know if there's
supposed to
gonna be
be
a thing,
sex. Is
such
not
thing as
supposed to
there's
be
no chance
sex. Is
of
not
nothing
gonna
gonna
be
happen.
sex is not gonna be an option at all, right? Like if you have a guy friend, there's no chance at all it's gonna be anything else. It should be the same way for your female friends, shouldn't it? I'm
Mm,
just
I,
asking.
I,
You don't
I
think
don't
so?
think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So then, I mean, I feel like if there's a chance that some shit might go down, then you're not really a friend.
That's true.
I
What
feel
what
like if it,
what what
I feel
what
like
what what,
if you can
what,
be
then what do
tempted,
you
I
call
feel
it?
like if you can be,
Friends with benefit?
have you, that's some, maybe, yeah. Maybe it's, they're,
A friend in waiting.
if, yeah, if
Friend
there's a
waiting.
potential, if there's a potential at all in any chance, whether you're drunk, whether you're high, whatever you're doing, that shit might lead to something more, and you know in your heart that it might lead to something more, then it's not a friendship, you know? It's a potential relationship. That's what it is. Potential
Yeah, I'm
relationship.
going through my list of friends and I'm like, damn, I can't call them.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just
Exactly. That friend is the person that no matter what happen, y'all not gonna take it there. Period. It's not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. It's the friend. It's the friend. The way I see it.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
Reem, how do you define a friend?
Huh?
How do you define a friend in this case?
I find that's a friend. It's probably is a possibility enough. But if you're attractive, if the person is an attractive person, that's what I'm saying. I think anything could possibly. There's no. I don't think there's no chance of nothing happening. If y'all hanging out and what I'm saying, things lead to things can happen.
why?
Things
Why would things
happen.
happen? Why? Why would they happen though? Because they're attractive
Because
and because you're a man and they're a woman?
yeah, maybe yeah,
Then
hundred
then
percent.
they're not a friend. That's not a friend. It's not a
I don't
friend.
know. I don't know how they're not a friend though.
They're not a friend because of
Listen. Listen.
possibility.
I'm
Because of the
talking.
possibility.
I'm talking two
Because of the
ways.
possibility. Yeah.
I'm looking. You see, when you how you explaining it to me, you're explaining it that I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in a
No, I'm
relationship.
not talking about in a relationship or not in a relationship or in a
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah. So
It
do
doesn't
y'all agree
matter.
with that? Do y'all agree with that? Do you think that's possible? That it's 100% that nothing will ever happen,
I
and
changed
then
the
and then
definition.
and then I consider friends. I'm not saying
I
you
would
wrong,
change
T.
it.
I'm just giving it to a point where it. What do you call a person that is it? Y'all friends and something happened that they're not friends. We're not friends.
Nah, you're not friends. Once
At the
something
end of the
happens, you're
day,
not
at the end of the day,
friends.
you're supposed to marry your friend, right? The person you're supposed to marry.
I was
No,
waiting
no,
for
no, no, no.
somebody to
Hold on,
say it.
hold
I was
on, hold
waiting
on,
for somebody to say
hold on,
it.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
Ah,
hold on,
I,
hold on. Hold on.
at the end of the day, you're supposed to.
I'm not saying that you cannot. I'm not saying that you cannot fall in love with your friend, right? I'm
Oh
not
yeah, I
saying that
got you.
that's not possible. But at the point when you say, "All right, I have feelings for you. This happened. Whatever the case may be, I don't view you as a friend anymore." Then they stop being your friend. Then it's romantic. Then it's
Then it's
something
romantic.
else.
Then it turned
Then
into
it's something
got you,
else.
got you, got you, got you.
If you can
So
catch feelings for,
once you break
you
that
can catch
boundary,
feelings for. Yeah,
once you
once you break
break,
that boundary, they're no longer your friend.
you're no
They're
longer
no longer
friends.
your friend. Yeah.
Okay,
And you can't go back.
And
You
if
okay,
and
can't.
if there's a and if there's a possibility that you might break that boundary for like through the whole friendship, you're like, damn, yo, she look good, yo. I want her, yo. I would, yo, if I was drunk, I would. This is not your friend.
right. You got
Not your
interest in
friend.
that person.
Yeah, you got
Huh.
interest, you got sexual interest in this person, and
Now
it's no longer
she a friend. She a friend, but now I'm more looking at it more a relationship friend. Got you,
exactly.
got you. That's true. That's true. I agree with that. I
You
agree
know?
with that. You agree? You agree? You agree? Casey?
Hey, see, you quiet over there.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I mean, I have platonic friends and maintain that separation in
Hmm.
what 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? So it's possible.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Reem, you ain't got no Reem, your
Yeah,
female
you ain't got no
friends.
platonic
You ain't got no
friends.
I ain't got no fucking friends, boy. I not thought
all your
about that
friends are
shit.
You
I'm
male.
got,
over here
you
listening.
got
I'm over here listening to the
exactly, and
conversation.
that's
I'm
what
like,
it is
damn, I
right
got
there. All your friends are male, each and every one of them, and that's fine. That's fine
yeah, I ain't got no
because you
friends,
just
boy.
you're
All my friends is males. For real.
all your
Nah,
friends are male. That's fine.
I have a couple girlfriends that I ain't never and I won't. They're very beautiful women and all that. And I, we keep it that way. Kept it that way.
But it's interesting. I don't think a friend of the opposite sex. I think you see the inner side of them. You see their inner beauty, and so it
Mm,
changes. You can be like, yeah, they're a beautiful person. They're attractive. Anyone would be lucky to have them, but I'm just not going
mhm,
to cross that. I think
mhm,
Right.
that is,
mhm.
you know,
Like you can appreciate the qualities. Yes, she's a beautiful
absolutely.
person, and but once you start becoming attracted and saying, "Yo, I'm with that," then they're not a friend anymore.
Mm.
And that's fine too. They're not a friend anymore if they down with it and you down with it and whatever. That's fine too. But you can't call them a friend anymore.
Mm.
Can't call them a
Got
friend anymore. So
They ain't friend no more. They friends, but you ain't friend.
if they're romantic friends or they're friends with benefits or they're whatever, or they're your girlfriend or you talking to them or whatever, it changes the dynamics of the relationship.
Mm. Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of guys out there. I was listening to the radio the other day, and they was talking about something similar to that. And the guy was like, "Yo, I just wanted to tell her we've been friends for like 15 years, and I just wanted to tell her I'm actually falling in love with her. You know what I'm saying?" And he like, "I'm
It's,
falling in love with her." Like she calls to tell me about her relationship and stuff like that. And like I know, no, he was like, "I don't know how to tell her that I'm actually falling in love with her." You know what I mean? And it was on and Angela, one of them, and she was like, "Oh well, you got to let her know because that might change the whole dynamic in your, now
and
she
it
might
will,
not turn." You know what I mean?
and it will. So, and at that's hard.
Then that's why me, don't know if I could deal with having a girl that telling me that's her best friend over there, and he a male. I'm gonna be like, yeah, like, it just things that be creeping in my head. I'm like, yo, how much of a best friend? You know what I'm saying? So
But then you don't trust them. Then you don't trust her. If that's the case, you don't
I
trust
don't
her and
think
you don't need
I
to be
don't
with her
think
anyway.
I don't think trust got anything to do with it.
Of course it does.
Right.
If she tells you this is just my friend and nothing has ever happened and nothing will ever happen, and you don't trust that, then you don't trust her.
No,
Point
no,
blank.
no, no,
Period.
no, no, no. Listen, I didn't say nothing will ever happen. I didn't say anything about that. All I'm saying is, I just don't really think they ain't got mean just because I say yo, I ain't really feeling that. Don't mean I don't trust her. That's what, you know what I mean. I just mean that. I don't mean to me. It don't mean that to me
But why you ain't feeling it?
because I just ain't fucking feeling it. I just ain't feeling that shit. Like what do you mean? Like, so 11 o'clock at night, he got to talk to you and shit. Like what the fuck you mean? Nah.
He might be a alcoholic and he need her to talk him off the ledge or something like
They
that.
got
She might
motherfucker.
be
They got
saving
the
his life.
guess what? They got AA. They got your mommy, your
They
poppy,
got
everybody else you could
AA
talk to.
meetings and everything, right?
You know what I mean?
I hear you,
She
fam.
is not your sponsor. Don't call
Yes.
her.
Damn, y'all friendships be hard, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Reem said, I'm all you need. What friend?
If that's the case, you can call me. Call me, nigga. You know what I mean? That's
Oh.
what. What's up, man? What's good? You all right? Yeah, we could talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, word up. That if you that good of a friend, you would respect. You know what? So and so. Let me speak to Kareem because I know.
But
You know
would
what
you
I mean.
make that an option? Would you make that an option? Yo,
Of
you could
course,
call
'cause
me.
if you friends, we all friends.
Oh,
We all friends.
Oh, so if you
Extreme
if she
friends.
if you my white friend, you my friend too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As fuck exactly. So now the guy talk, the girl and guy talk. Guess what? It's gonna be a guy and guy talks now. That shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's certain things that you might have to call or whatever. I get it, but yeah, it ain't gonna be just just conversation and conversation all this.
What if
Maybe
he's
I'm
gay?
wrong. I don't
What
know.
if
I'm
he's
just
like?
keeping it
What
real.
if he's legit gay, like gay into gay men and like Does that
Gay,
change
gay. I
your
got you.
What is this? First
does
of all,
that
what is
change?
this, Steve?
I don't even know what I did that.
No, I got,
No.
I got the feminine. You say to say
He
the
gay
more the
gay.
feminine.
Yeah, yeah,
The,
he gay, yeah.
yeah, the feminine side.
Yeah, like what if he's a man but he's gay,
Yeah,
and you know deep down inside that he's gay.
right.
Would you still be like, nah, I'm not feeling that. Fuck that.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
What if her? We're not attacking you, Reem, but this is interesting. Now,
No,
what
I
if?
want y'all to attack. Attack. I'm here.
You want the smoke?
Be careful. So, what if her your partner's friend, male friend, had a partner and it was a woman, but they were just and his wife or girlfriend or whatever was okay with him calling your partner.
And then he better be okay with me calling his wife.
What if you don't
Would
know
you
his
take it
wife? What if you don't know his
You
wife?
ain't heard what I
You never
said?
met his
Yeah,
wife.
here, listen. I said this already. If you friends with her, guess who you friends with now? Me and you friends too. So
Mm.
exactly.
So
You
there's
So
can
no
we
do
all
bound,
could
double
talk.
dates.
no boundaries or nothing. It's just like, yo, we opening it up or we closing it up, one or the other. There's no in between.
If at that point, if we at that point, your male friend is considered my friend too. If we get to that point, yeah, your friend is my friend
Would
too.
you take efforts to get closer to get to know him? Or do you think he should initiate that to get to know you?
I think it's just natural. I think it's however it goes, doesn't really matter. I don't know if it's an initiative or whatever. Because I'm not gonna take no initiative like, yo, I need to meet your friend. I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? It's just more like it just
But what if
happens.
this is her best? What if this is her best friend? She know him since third grade. They done everything. They go on trips together. They do, and you came along and she fell in love with you and she love you and she telling him how much she love you and this and that and he's happy for y'all relationship and he wants to see y'all flourish and see y'all succeed and all that stuff and all
Right,
he's happy for her. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like
right,
you,
right.
I think you're thinking of it like as from the perspective of somebody who is interested in your girl. But what
No,
if
no,
this
no,
dude
no,
not
no, no,
interested
no.
in you? He's just care about her happiness. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying? Like
right,
what?
right, right, right. In that case, what you just said, I like that. At the end of the day, it's gonna be like I know you since you was in third grade too. At this point, yeah, we go be friends too. I'm not saying that I'm wrong with it. It's just that it's gonna dumb down a little bit, and we are friends.
Mhm.
Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it. If you can't be friends, if you friends, if it's my wife or my girl, and you best friends with her, and y'all friends, and y'all did all that third grade and the whole nine and
Mhm.
everything like that, because more than
Mhm.
likely, I'm gonna keep it real. More than likely, if y'all been friends since third grade, y'all kissed or did something in between the whole fucking time. That's how I feel. Because I know exactly what my friends was. Something happened in between this motherfucker. So, guess what? We all friends. Something, I'm lying? Y'all don't think so?
Not necessarily
Not
so.
necessarily, bro.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. I'll give
You
y'all 99 point.
projecting, man.
I'll give you that one. I'll
Yeah,
give you that
project. Yeah,
1%.
You projected
that's the
like
word. That's the word. Projecting. That's the word right there, man.
I'll give you that
You,
a
1%.
you,
whole movie
you,
theater.
you was kissing your third grade friends. Doesn't mean all third grade friends was kissing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give y'all that 1%.
It's a 1%.
I get that 1%. That's just me. And I'm not gonna be harsh about it. It's just a conversation we having, and I'm just as real as I can. That's how I feel. I don't know if a man and woman could be friends when you're in a relationship so too tight. You know what I mean? Just don't know.
But sometimes your friend might not like your part. I mean, like,
They
so
don't
for
get
I get
along.
example,
it.
They don't get
You
yeah,
don't
we
along.
just
like
don't get along. I just don't like them.
right.
Yeah.
See in that situation, guess what?
Your friend got to go. Your friend got to go.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you know
Nah.
what? Because you know what? He talking shit about me. to you.
Nah.
No, what if y'all just don't? What if y'all
You
just
just
don't?
don't mesh. You just
Y'all
don't
don't
mesh.
mesh. Y'all just yeah. Y'all don't like the same things. Y'all don't do the same things. Y'all don't. Y'all not into the same things.
I just
And,
on some
and
different.
yeah, like he's a nerd. Like he just sits around all day and plays video games, and you like to
No,
go
no,
out
no. We
and
don't gotta.
party
No,
and play
hold
ball or
on.
whatever.
I'm not trying to play friends or or
But you said if he's your friend, if you said
No,
if
yeah.
he's
Like
her
when you
friend, he's
call,
your
like Kareem,
friend.
what's
But what if
going
y'all
on?
don't
Yeah,
have
yeah. We
anything in
over here
common?
chilling. No. Kareem, what's going on? Yeah, we over here chilling. You want to come through? All right, we here. Do. You know what I mean? We got. You know what I mean? We just chilling. You ain't got to do what I do. You know what I mean?
No, but
Like if you,
if he's your friend, then he's your friend. You're gonna
yeah.
do things with him that you would do with your friends because he's your friend. But what if y'all don't like doing the same shit?
No.
What if y'all don't like? What if y'all have
Hold on.
nothing in common?
Hold on. I got certain different type of friends. Like y'all, my cousin, y'all, my peoples, right? We have our own thing going on. I got friends
Hmm.
that I go hang out with. I
Hmm.
go hang out with, I go to the club with. He just ain't that type of dude to go hang out with us. You know what I mean? But he could be coming over the house, chilling with me, watching the game, or just talking about life and relationship. Don't mean we got to be
But you're
best
not
friends.
listening to me. You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. What if this person doesn't like any of the things that you like, and you don't like any of the things that they like? How can y'all be friends?
All right, but then to put it to you like
He's
this, right? Oh no, hold on.
your wife and him have a lot in common, but
That
you
then
and him
how,
have
how but
absolutely nothing in
okay.
common.
How would me and my wife, we're married and we got things in common. And whatever I have things in common, obviously the friend she have got to have something in common. Because he don't have nothing in common with me, and my wife and me got to
Nothing
have
in common
something in
with
common,
you.
and they got
Yeah,
something, all the stuff in
yeah.
common with me. Something ain't right there,
They got a lot of things in common. Maybe yeah,
something
maybe.
ain't right there,
All
boss
right,
man. Big man, let's keep it real. Something ain't
maybe
right there. That's it. We got all the stuff in common,
maybe
but
your
everything.
wife, maybe your wife likes doing yoga and he likes doing yoga, but you hate yoga. Maybe your wife likes going to sushi bars. He likes going to sushi bars and you hate sushi. Maybe your wife likes romantic movies and he likes romantic movies, but you like gangster films. Maybe your wife likes to ride a bike and he likes to ride a bike, but you like to skateboard. There are a lot of
You
things
know
that
what,
they
Tavon?
like and
You
they
know
do
what,
with
T?
each other that you
After
won't like.
all that, what he like and I don't like, you know what? You should be with that motherfucker because you ain't me and you ain't should be together. We ain't
You
got
should be
nothing in
wrong.
common. I don't nothing. What the fuck we talking about? So y'all gonna be watching movies together and shit? Get the yeah, no,
But
dog.
maybe,
Dog.
you and your wife got the greatest sex life that you ever experienced with anybody in your life, and that's enough to keep y'all together. And that's what
No,
y'all
hell no.
appreciate most about each other. But
Sex
y'all
cannot.
don't have anything else in common. No,
Nah, that ain't good. That's not a good relationship at all.
no, that ain't
If all
enough.
we have is sex
Okay,
life, then that's not a good relationship at all. Nah.
I didn't say you and your wife don't have anything in common. I didn't say y'all don't have anything in
Right.
common. I'm just saying
I know what
that
you're saying. I get
the
what you're
things
saying.
that
I'm
she and
having
he
comments.
have
We
in
having.
common, you don't have in common.
I think
So
at
is
this
he still your
point,
friend?
if we don't
Y'all
have
got nothing in common. Is he still your friend?
no, but I think at this point we wouldn't be married if we didn't have nothing in common. I don't think we would be in that deep a
I didn't
relationship
say y'all
if
didn't
it
have
was
anything in
true.
common though.
No, I'm not. I know. I get it. But what I'm saying at this point, if at this point, if all that we don't have in common, you have common relationship with that person, I think that would be an issue on my part.
But you're not listening to what I'm saying though.
I
I'm not
heard what you
saying
said,
that
but
you and
I
your
just
wife don't
told
have
you
anything in
it
common.
would not be a good
What I'm saying
spot.
is, what I'm saying is, they have things in common that you don't like, right?
Right.
You and him have nothing in common. So could he still be your friend?
You know what
You
I just
said y'all
said?
friends because he's your wife's friend.
That means they ain't friends. That means they gonna have to dumb that down. I'm just keeping it real. If it's that much and he don't like me at all, no, you can't be friends with my girl like that. No, you fuck you talking about? Keep it real. No, but I could relate to that because one of my good friends from college got married to a dude, and me and her had a good relationship. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And she got married. I backed off, but the dude is just not like, you know what I mean. We tried to hang out together, but I just not feeling the
It
dude.
just
Like
didn't click.
from people
So
on
Right.
an
now, so
island
now,
and it's a different, you know.
so now, what is he supposed to say? He's supposed to say, "Oh, nah, but you go be with him since y'all good friends because me and him don't get
Yeah,
along."
nah,
Does that make any sense
Nah,
whatsoever? No, it doesn't.
no. I just felt back. I felt bad because they're in their relationship and we talk
you
when we
see, but
talk.
see,
That's kind
you
of,
Yeah,
see
we
what I'm
talk when we
saying?
you
talk. Yeah,
See,
yeah, that's it.
but see, KC did something that he felt like as a man. Let me fall back a little bit on that. You know what I'm saying? That would be the natural thing to do. That would be the natural thing to do. And I think
yeah,
the
yeah.
woman, if she respect me, she would have that like, you know what? We gonna keep it there. And when I'm talking to you, my husband knows, or he, my man knows that we're there. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing. I don't want him to feel like, okay, yeah, they ain't vibing together. I don't want him to feel like I'm separating the two. I don't want you to separate the two. I just want to know, be
Mm,
cool, and we could be
mm.
cool off a conversation over the phone. And yo, you good? All right, yo, hey, yo, tell so and so what's up. All right, you know what I mean? Like that's fine. But you tell me you're like, oh,
But no
Kareem,
hanging
Yeah.
out. But no
uh,
hanging out. No hanging out.
yeah, we about to go to watch Scary Movie 3. Yeah. We about to go read what they call that book 50 Shades of Grey together. You like your word? Yeah, that's what's going on. Like, yeah, that's ain't happening.
Why it had to
Yeah.
be that book?
Cause you know why. You know why. Yeah, y'all don't feel so everybody else feel like
50 Cent.
I'm a little bit too harsh on it.
Yeah, you feel how you feel, man.
Yeah, that's their feelings.
I,
But I think
so
if they've been friends for
y'all feel
years,
like y'all
it would be
y'all feel
wrong of
like y'all just
me
supposed to be a bit.
to come in and
Y'all don't
say,
care if they
yeah,
have. Y'all don't care if they have male friends or women friends or whatever, right? That wouldn't bother y'all at all.
as long as it's respectful, and
Okay.
as long
It
as it's
don't bother.
respectful.
All right.
I think the problem with you is you think about your past and projected that onto your lady friend. So that's what the issue is, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Third
that's
grade.
true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Third,
You admit. That's the first step, man.
That's true.
third.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
So what about
No, I think there
friends with
comes a point.
benefits?
I think there comes a point when. What
Hmm.
about it?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. What you gonna say? You
What
think
about
come a
it?
point where what?
No, I was just gonna say I think that when we gotta respect other people's relationships that they had before we came along.
I think I would respect that.
Just
I
it's a
do think I
respect.
would
It's a
respect that.
respect thing. It's a trust. It's a trust and respect thing. Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
respect
yeah.
people's relationships that were there before we came along, as long as it's respectful to us, and that's all it
yeah.
So E, from a woman's perspective,
is.
how do you feel?
Now once you see, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, B. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead, T. What you was gonna say?
No, I said once you see something. I was saying once you see something disrespectful taking place, that's a totally different ball game. No, that's a totally different ball game.
That's real.
All right,
Now,
but go
now,
ahead. What
now,
you were
E,
saying,
from
E?
a woman's perspective, how you feel if your man had a female friend?
I'm fine with it. I'm so
I don't mean it in
okay.
that way either. E.
No, I know,
Keep
no,
it
I know.
fresh.
Real talk, like I'm completely fine with it. I'm very comfortable, like with my partner, having as many friends as they need to. And sometimes I think having female friends in addition to male friends gives you a balanced perspective.
Mhm.
And so I think it's helpful to have that, especially because I'm like, she can help you buy gifts for me. So get you a good female friend, you know what I mean, who knows stuff. And honestly, I've been that female friend for a lot of my male friends.
Okay.
And I'm fine with that role. And I recognize and understand when it's time for me to pull back too, um, and respect that boundary. So it can happen. I think platonic friends can exist,
Yeah.
right? And I mean truly platonic.
Right.
But again, it's just however the other person is and their comfort in that. Because I'll tell you, like Even when I was dating a young lady, like she was super uncomfortable with me having a male best friend. She
Uh,
was like, "Are you going to try to bring him into the relationship?" And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like,
right.
no. And I mean, not to take it there, but it was just like it was interesting that that was a problem for her as well.
Mhm. Okay.
So I will say it's not just heterosexual couples when there's a friend of the opposite sex. It happens in homosexual couples as well.
I would like y'all to put it in the comments on how y'all feel about that. Friends in a relationship with opposite sex. Now, I want to talk about friends with benefits. At what point do you consider it just be friends with benefit, or do you consider it's like, well, we might as well be in a relationship? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at what point is it a change, or do you keep it that way? Now, the friends with benefit. What if that person now finds somebody? You know what I mean? How does that work? So, like, friends with no strings attached and benefit. It's a to me it's a thin line, because at some point feelings start getting involved, right? And things could lead into situations where somebody get hurt out of the situation. One person might not feel the same way, and you now you feel like, yo, what's up? And this person like, hold up, but I ain't want that. You know what I mean? So, T, how you feel about that?
Keep it real. Say what you want. Say what you
Real.
expect, and be honest, and everything will go fine. I mean, what I feel.
Okay, Sue.
My experience, friends with benefit doesn't work. I mean, like you said, people catch feelings, the dynamics change, and it just turns out to be a mess. So it hasn't worked for me. I mean, I like the idea of it in theory, but in reality, I don't know, not for me.
Hey, I'll go back to T. Have you ever been in a situation like that with friends with benefits?
Yeah,
How did it work
I've been
out?
in and it worked out good. I mean, we went in a little situation, and we decided to stop, and that was the end of it. And we still stayed friends.
That's good.
Yeah, we still stayed friends.
See, you see,
And
he just said it.
I
He just,
know. I was shocked.
yeah. You see, we caught him. You see, say friend.
So,
Your woman friend know that y'all friends.
no,
Would
no,
your
no, no,
woman
no, no,
friend
no. What
know?
I mean is, no, 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 no. What I mean is, we didn't have any negative. We stopped talking eventually, but we didn't have any negative. I guess
No,
there
it
was
was
no
a smooth
negative
breakup.
backlash from it. It was a
Right,
mutual.
it
Yeah, it
was a
was a
smooth breakup.
mutual. It was a mutual ending of the thing. And yeah, we didn't stay in contact forever or anything like that. It's just that
Right, right.
we didn't have any bad blood between us. You asked how to work out, so that's how it worked out.
Reem was
What
trying to
about
start shit. He was trying to
Yeah, I
start
know he
shit for real.
was. I know he was.
Just
what about
creating
E?
all this sprinkling
I
of
know he
shit.
was.
What about you, E?
I love Friends with Benefits. It's the best shit ever. But it's messy too. And so, like I think everyone said, there's no expectation for more. It can be we connect to hang out, and there doesn't have to be any physical, or we can just meet up for the physical and still be respectful. You know what I mean? But I agree, it does add a layer of complexity, and I think you have to be very, very emotionally in tuned, a great communicator, and just sometimes you have to let people know when your emotions are taking over, right? And so it's like, yeah, it was cool, but I see you dancing up on some other chick in the club, and I want to mollywop the shit out of her. You know what I mean? But then it's like, wait, put it in check. So it's a constant rechecking. It's a little bit. I like it, but it is complicated to do. What
Yeah.
about you, Reem?
I agree. I agree. It's very complicated, both ways. Because I would look at his friends with benefit, and I'm looking at it like I can go on dates, and that person might be like, "Oh, you want to," then it turns into something else. So I think friends with benefit is a very thin line of playing with fire, because if a person catch feelings to a point where now they're like, "Where you at? Who you with? Or you with her?" Then it's like, "Well, hold on, baby. When, this ain't you think you my girlfriend?" I'm 100%, because at some point feelings
Yeah.
come in, and it's a ball fire, and you don't know how the person takes it. You know what I mean? And then I was in a situation, or I thought it was a situation, um, and then when I went into the bar, she was there, and she seen me with somebody else, and she was there, and I seen her leave. She texted me, "I'm leaving." I said, "All right," and then we drinking or whatever, and then next if the text just kept raining and rain, you still with her, da 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 da. When you coming over, and I'm like, and then the next day it was like we was bickering like
Start
we was
blowing up your
couples.
phone, right? Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So some people think they can handle it, they can't handle it. You know what I mean? And
It
both
ain't
vice
for
versa.
everybody.
And
It's
I'm
not.
gonna be honest with you. If I would have saw her with another dude, I probably would have busted dude head over with a bottle. I don't know. I just,
See what I'm
you
saying?
know what I mean? Like, because then it's like, okay, how we playing? Are we in a relationship? Because then it's like we're not in a relationship, but
Exactly.
then it's like almost playing games, and that's where it's at. It's like if I can't be with you and we doing, that's why I think friends with benefits is a very dangerous, very very it could get very ugly and dangerous.
I actually think of it as like it's two people who don't want to necessarily commit and say that they're in a relationship. I'm not gonna
Right,
lie to you.
right,
Because it's like, yeah, I don't want necessarily the commitment. I want all the perks that come with it. That's my perspective. Um I'm not gonna be guilty of what Casey been accusing everybody of in terms of projecting today. So, that's my perspective, is that it's like, it can I call them my surrogate boyfriends, you know what I mean? Because it's like we're doing the physical, we connect emotionally anyway,
right.
and mentally, because we're friends and you make me laugh and it's fun, but I don't want to call you my boyfriend or my girlfriend or whatever.
Right.
But I have
So
commitment issues. I admit
at what point do you
it.
at what point do you consider it how long did that last? You know what I mean? Because
That's the other thing. Yeah.
how long did that
I
last? And then what if that person end up getting in a relationship with somebody else? How that feeling right there is tough to break.
Yeah. I mean, I had a friend with benefit for 12 years, and it was like on again, off again, on again, off again. Um, and honestly, they weren't really friends. They were just, that was the label that we put on him at the time. I think it was just a fuck buddy, if you will. So the two are not one and the same, you know what I'm saying, in my book. But 12 years, and during that time, I didn't notice, but they got married, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." But that's
Now,
okay.
see, now I'm gonna go back to what we was talking about in the first topic.
Communication. That's all I'm gonna say. Communication.
You see what I'm
Communication.
saying? Now, how you present that? Because I guarantee you that person, you was a friend with benefit, but he had a woman or girl at the whole time.
Yep. The whole time, but that's okay.
And then, so if you happen to bump in the street with this person, he would have called you, "Oh, that's my friend," and telling his girl, "That's my friend," and like, "Oh yeah, that's all my home girl, blah blah blah," and the third, and the whole time y'all fucking.
I mean, you ain't gotta say it like that, though, Ring. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's exactly what the fuck's going on. Exactly, that's what's going on.
It's kind of crass. No, but
Okay,
yeah, no, it was. No, it was.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what comes in my head when I see that. Like, y'all been friends for all that time since third grade, huh? All right, you know.
Side eye. Jeez.
You know what I mean?
It can
No, T,
happen.
am I right, T? Like, you know what I mean? You
No, you're
always seem to
right.
balance me out. Hmm?
You're right. You're right, but what I'm saying is, if you don't trust the person, then you don't need to be with them. That's all I'm saying. If you don't trust what they're saying, you don't need to be with them. Period. If I tell you, yo, this is my friend from third grade, and nothing happened between us, and you don't believe the words that I'm saying to you, then we don't
Right.
need to be together.
All right. Now, what if
Period.
she did say no? You know,
And
back in our
and
day,
if
we
you,
did. What if you said
well,
that
then that
friend?
would be
Oh,
for
yeah,
me
you
to,
know, back then
that would be for me, to say, all right, well, I could deal with that, I could live with that, or all right, well, I don't think I can be with you with this person in your life, whatever the case may be. But
Okay.
if I
I
don't
mean,
trust
it's
you,
easy.
then
You know,
I don't need to be with you. And if I stay with you, and I don't trust what you said, then that's my fault. That's my
Mhm.
fault. So
What about you, KZ?
we all got all.
No, I
Right.
agree, man. Definitely communication. If I trust you, I want you to trust me. You know, vice versa. And yeah, I'm gonna ride with you. If you say that's your friend, I'm gonna respect it because I know I got friends. So
All right. Cool. Cool.
yeah.
So, what do you guys consider? What do you guys consider friends? What do you consider a friend, a male or a female? What do you consider somebody that's a friend? Somebody that you trust and loyal. Somebody that's there for you. What do you consider a friend? Because for me, I think a friend is somebody that kind of knows my mom's name, that can call my mother mom, that knows my family. I mean, 100%. You don't gotta. You don't gotta know. At this day and age, I could have people that I know and we're friends. But my real friends is people that really knows me. You know what I'm saying? That knows me. If you just met me 2 months ago and we friends, we hanging out, we going, yeah, we friends. That's my dude. But you ain't my friend. You know what I mean? It's you not the person you're gonna be like, Kareem, I need a place to stay. Well, yeah, I don't know. You better go look for a hotel, motherfucker. You can't say yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But somebody that I know,
It's a time
and
thing. It's a time thing. It's a time thing.
yeah.
And it's different levels. You have different levels of friends too. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
You got like
exactly.
your brother, your sister friend, and then you got those acquaintances. So it's
Right.
different levels.
Different levels to it. So, what about you, TT? What do you consider as a friend? Like I just told you how
I
I
think
feel.
I
Like
think a
I
friend
think
is I think a friend anybody who I don't want something from, and anybody who don't want something from me, and we get along, and I trust them and they trust me, then we friends. If it's not no ulterior motive, or but yeah, this person can do this for me, or that person, or I want sex from this person, or that blah blah blah, or it's not something underneath there. But once it's some ulterior motive, then there's no friendship. That's the way I feel about it.
got you.
But yeah, if I trust you, whether I've known you for a year or whether I've known you for 20 years, if I trust you and we get along, and I could talk to you and you could talk to me, and we have things in common, then yeah, you're a friend. You're a friend.
Got you. What about you, E?
Okay, I have a random question. I'm gonna answer your question, but I have a
Mm-hmm.
random question for y'all. Am I the only person who's been having the Curtis Blow "Friends" song playing in their head this entire conversation?
What are they really made of?
Bro,
Friends.
Hey
I'm sitting
yo,
here.
now you
I'm gonna
got
be
it in
honest
my
with you.
head.
I'm gonna be
I
honest
mean,
with you.
because
That's where I
every
got the
time
topic
someone
from.
says "friend," I'm like, "How many of us have this
Hey,
problem?"
that's where I got it from. That's where I got. That's where I had the whole conversation from. Was listening to that song.
Because I've been sitting here the whole time. I'm like, this earworm is going to bug the shit out of me. Um, no, I agree. I mean, I think that I agree with what everyone else has said. You know what I'm saying? If I call you, I have very few people that I truly call friend. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else is like, oh yeah, I know them. They're people I know. We're cool. Or they're an acquaintance or something like that. But like as T was saying, it comes with time. Like I've known you, and if you're still here and in my circle after 15 years,
Your friend.
then you a real one. You're a friend.
Your friend.
'Cause that means that you've been with me through some shit.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean? And if you're still there, and those that stay are people who are like selfless individuals who are loving, who are there for me and for what's best for me,
Right.
and encourage me to be the best version of myself. So
There it
just
is.
that's what I consider a friend.
There
You
it
know what I
is.
mean?
Yeah, there it is for real.
I guess I guess at the end of the day, a real friend is somebody when you actually down, and they're still there. Those are people that you could really see your friend, because we all go through things in life, and some people when you're going through certain things in life and they ain't around, it's like, okay, yeah, so you only good for the good times, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So yeah, so I got this from one other podcast show. Um, Respect and loyalty. What do you guys prefer? Would you prefer respect or loyalty?
I think it's one and the same. Like if you respect, well, no, it's not. No, it's not. I prefer respect.
For respect. What about you, T?
I don't think you could I don't think you could be loyal to somebody if you don't respect them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you're being disrespectful to somebody, then you're not loyal to them. You're loyal to yourself, or you're loyal to
Right.
whatever you choose to hold over them. So I think they are one and the same. You gotta have respect with loyalty, and you have to have loyalty with respect. That's
What about you, Casey?
My first response was loyalty. Having my back is means a lot to me. I mean, respect is important as well, but just off the top of my head, I would say loyalty is something that just sticks out as more important to me.
I agree. I think loyalty is it. 'Cause I think I honestly like T said. I think it's for me. If you to be loyal to me, you have to respect me. I think the respect should come along the way, right? Um, Loyalty means
Yeah,
for the most part, when you're mad, when you're not mad, when we're cool, because at the end of the day, you respect me, you respect my living, because respect, even if we're not friends no more, you respect me. You know what I'm saying? So then the loyalty part, because that can always go. That's varies, but loyal means you thick and thin. We here, we doing it together. For me, you know what I mean? Good or bad. You know what I mean? No, there's no good relation. There's no 100% good relationship. What I mean by good is like there's no, there's up and downs in relationships. So if we can go through the up and down and we're still together, the loyalty really counts for me. Yeah. So that's what I have, man.
See, that's
That's my.
interesting. I think of loyalty like I will, and this is probably incorrect, but like yeah, you're always going to agree with me. You're always on my side. And I'm like, no, sometimes I disagree with your ass and sometimes you're wrong. But I respect you, and so I respect your opinion. It doesn't mean I'm gonna fight you, but I think you're wrong in this case, and I love you and respect you enough to tell you you're wrong. So
But I
that's
think
why I would say respect.
there you
And
go.
I would want someone to do it to me too.
I think loyalty don't necessarily mean I have to believe everything you say. You know what I mean? I'm there for the up and down. It's
That's
if
fair.
first and foremost, I can't be your friend if I can't agree to disagree with you what you're saying. I got to be able to tell you wrong
Facts.
or how I feel and whatever the case may be. If I have to tell you everything good and you doing bad and I'm still telling you everything, I'm not your friend, because you're not helping for me. You know what I mean? You're just telling me the things I want to hear. And you know what I mean? I ain't your woman, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what's really good. You know what I mean? So if at the end of the day, if I can't tell you the truth, like I'm gonna keep it real, and the person that's out there, I have a friend out, and he was dealing with he married and he was dealing with another woman, and I told him enough times, yo, stop dealing with her. What you dealing with her for? That girl it's not adding up. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you make a long story short, and then at the end of the day, his wife found out that he was cheating or whatever. His wife was mad at me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, your wife don't know how much I was telling
what
her,
you mad at you for?
because she felt like I knew. And I'm like, yo, hold up. So you think I'm gonna be like, yo, sis, my man over there cheating on you? Like, I'm not gonna do it. Who doing that? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I was supposed to tell you.
Against
You
the
know what I
bro
mean? But
code.
you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I know for a fact in my heart, I told him level times like, yo, dog, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, leave her alone. And and then to this day she's still mad at me, but it is what it is. So and I'm still loyal to him in a sense of way. You know what I mean? Like we still talking here. Just that right now his wife gonna have to realize, and she's still with him. You know what I mean? And she got to realize that I'm not the one you should be mad at. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. So loyalty, like no matter what, all three of y'all. I'm gonna keep it real,
But
huh?
does she feel like maybe you
Go ahead.
contributed to it? Like maybe you was does
He's
she
a
feel
grown.
like maybe you was contributing to him cheating?
What is contributing to it? Bringing him to the girl, take going out with the girl or whatever.
No, I
You
mean
know what I'm
like
saying?
like oh no, he was with me when he wasn't with you, he was with the girl or whatever. Like did you ever do anything like that? Like,
That had nothing to
you
do
know what
with
I'm
it. He's a
saying?
grown man. I can't. Yeah. At the end of the day, I get what you're saying. She probably feel like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was I
I mean,
was
I'm
I
just
was
saying that's one of the reasons why she would be mad at you because you was lying for him. He was out doing his dirt, and you was lying for him. You
lying
know
for
what I mean?
him,
So if that's the
if
case, then
if
maybe
he
that's
called
why.
lying for him if she calls me and say, Kareem, this is so and so with so and so, and I'd be like, nah, and I knew he was, then that's lying for me. But none of that never happened. You know what I mean? I would never in that situation.
Okay, all right. That's what
But
I'm asking. Yeah, that's what I'm
um,
asking.
I
Okay,
have known
okay.
he was dealing with another woman. Right. Yeah. I knew he was dealing with another
Mm-hmm.
woman.
Yeah, but it's not your place to tell
Mhm.
her. It's not your place to tell her, yo, your man is cheating on you. That's not your place. So she
And
shouldn't
that's
be
my
mad at you
man.
for that.
Yeah, he's my man. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's my friend.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I respect you
Yeah,
as
it's
a
not like
sister
you her
because you
friend.
married to
You her
him.
friend. If
Right.
you was her friend, if you was her friend and you knew and you didn't tell her anything, yeah, she should be pissed at you. You know, but
Now,
you're his
ooh,
friend.
good thing you
So
brought that up.
what you got?
Good thing you brought that up. Now, thank you.
We going back to topic one.
We're going back to topic one.
All
It's
right, we
gonna be
gotta
real quick.
we gotta make it quick
Now,
because we over an hour now. Yeah, we over an hour.
all right. Now, your girlfriend, your girlfriend or your wife has a friend, right? Now,
Hmm.
he sees you out. Just out, you out chilling at a bar, a girl next to you talking. You ain't dealing. You just know she's sitting next to you. Y'all just having conversation. You watching the game, whatever. Obviously, y'all communicating or whatever. He comes in and see that. He go back and tell her
And then he go back and
so
tell
and so.
her.
I seen so and so with he was sitting with a girl and they talked that down in third. How y'all feel about that? And she
I don't
come back.
think he should.
None of his
I'm not
business.
gonna even lie to you,
That's
and I'm not
that's
gonna
Right?
fucked
think.
up.
Now,
That's fucked up.
would you
No.
consider him? Would you consider him a friend to her, or would you be like, "Yo, it's none of your business"? Because
Yeah.
now you done talk
Oh yeah.
a riff, right? Right?
Nah, he's a friend to my wife for sure. He's a friend to my
Right.
wife for sure. But I'm gonna whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like he can
Thank
get
you.
his ass beat
I
because
wanted to hear that. That's
no,
none of your business.
he's my wife's friend he's a real friend.
Right.
Yeah, but that's none of your
Right.
business.
It's none of your business.
And you trying to stir up shit without knowing what's really going on. That could have been a coworker
Exactly.
who was got promoted and we was just out having drinks together. So you don't know what the case
Okay.
may be. So for you to go back, but
Education. Is
he's doing the right thing by telling my wife, "Hey, yo, I saw your man with this girl at the bar, whatever, X, Y, Z." That's what he's supposed to do as a friend. You know?
You think so?
I think he needs to get the whole story first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But how you gonna do that? Because he couldn't walk up to me and be like, "Yo, Kareem,
Right? Like
yo,
what?
who that
Like
girl next to you?"
how does he do that? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
You
does
know
he
what I'm
get the
saying?
full story?
Yeah.
Huh?
Shit, bring your ass up to the bar. Be like, hey, what's up? I mean,
I'm a
honestly, if he sees you there with another woman, or presuming whatever, right? If he sees you there with another woman that's not your partner or girlfriend, I would come up to you and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Right? And so that way, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm saying what's up to you, you know I'm gonna go back and tell your girl. So I recommend you do it before I do it. You know what I mean? So that to me is like one of
That's how you
those.
handle
So
that.
it can't be. That's how you can. You know what I mean? It's like we're
Mhm.
all grown,
I got
so
you.
it's not I'm sneaking and looking. But it can, and it gives you the opportunity that way then to introduce your female companion, right? And you can
Got you,
say,
got you.
"Oh, this is my cousin. This is my, you know, my auntie or something." You know what I mean? Because again, he doesn't know
He doesn't
who
know,
this
right?
person is. And you could also be lying, but then he could go to your girl and check and be like, "Oh, I met your boy's auntie at the club at the bar."
I think I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
be
agree
if
with
it
that.
was my situation and I had a female friend and she had a man and I saw him out with another woman. I wouldn't mention it to her. I probably wouldn't say nothing because I really wouldn't know about my business. But I would be like, yo, just make sure you treat my friend right. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it. I'll keep it like that, and just move on like that. Because I don't think that's none of my business to say.
So you would definitely go up to him and say something.
I probably would. Yeah.
Yeah.
On some cool. Let him know that yo, I don't want him to feel awkward. Like yo, you know what I mean? We good? Like all right, cool. Boom, 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 and I'm gonna keep it moving. Not like I'm trying to check him or anything like that, but you know, on some other stuff. I don't think I would say anything to my friend. I think if the dude do say something, and I might be wrong. My mind's mixed up. I'm gonna think that his agenda is something else, and so his agenda is somewhere else. To be honest,
Yeah, it's divisive, right? It's not meant for, yes, he's looking out for his friend, but also if he supports the relationship between y'all, I think that person should come about it a certain way.
What if it was your sister and you saw your brother-in-law out with another woman?
I'm smacking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Straight up, that's different. That's different. That's my sister. Wish you
I
would.
have
Do
seen
you
some
tell
of
your
my
sister?
cousins.
Do you tell your sister or do you?
Fuck yeah, I'm telling
Yeah.
ting-a-ling-a-ling. Hey, you see your
You down.
friend?
FaceTime shit.
Hey, but you know what? At the end of the day, you can't be a hypocrite with it too. You can't be doing your thing. I think if I'm doing my thing, then I would probably won't say nothing. But if I'm a dude that's keeping it real, I probably would say something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's two ways to go with it. Now, if they're beefing and all that in the same situation, I'm like, yo, I see him homeboy, it's homeboy. But if they're in a good relationship, I probably wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't. I had cousins that I
Mm.
seen. I had cousins bands I seen outside with different women, and I ain't say nothing.
You didn't say a word.
I ain't say a word. Nothing. I said, "What up, man?" He said, "What up?" I said, "Boom." Gave him a bounce and kept it moving. They still together to this day. So I'm being honest.
Hey guys,
Why
we
didn't
gotta.
you say anything?
Why didn't I say nothing?
Yeah, why didn't you say anything? Sorry to cut you off, T. I apologize.
I just feel like it's not my place. I feel like if they're in a good space at the time, and I feel like I know they're in a good space or whatever, that's their space. I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't know I don't know exactly what that is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say I saw them hugged up, kissing, carrying on, and all that. You know, I just seen them out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know that situation. I'm gonna leave it as that. I might call them like, "Yo, you good?" And she say, "Yeah, we good." I'm like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, then I'm leave it as that. You know, like that. Now, if I keep seeing them over and over again and over and over
It's the
again, and
same person.
then it's different. Yeah, then it's like, okay, yeah, wait, what's going on? You know what I mean? But that particular time, though, I would. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, what about you, T?
Hey guys, we gotta wrap it up now.
All right, all right.
Yeah, let's close it up. We had an hour and 7 minutes, so this has been a long one.
A long episode.
But
All right, so finish it up. Let's
I
go.
think we had a good episode this time. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow us on Instagram at the Triple C Movement. Thanks again for checking in. And until next time, peace and love, fam.
Peace. Peace out.
Peace, y'all. No new friends.
Friends. All right, y'all.
How
Stop the
many of
recording
us have
now.
them?